Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Al Ittihad versus Al Hilal. Apparently, this is the Saudi El Classico, and tons of goal in this one. Alright, so as we are going to play this is the first goal that takes place. Alright, so yeah, it's lagging a bit. Okay, alright, we're good. Alright, so here we have Cancelo. I think this is Cancelo. And for us that have watched Cancelo, one thing is very good, that is crossing the ball into this area, into the box, or just crossing into the box. He is very good at that. He can do it with his he could do it Trivela, he could do it side foot. He can put a good ball in the box. What you should not be doing is giving him this much space to take a touch, look down at the ball, look up, look down at the ball again, and then put in a cross. I do feel he should be marking him just a bit more closer because of the type of player Cancelo is and his ability on the ball to put in a cross. So he should be closer. Then for the defense here, he is seeing this. He is worried about this because if you look at it, one, two, three, there are about four people in the box. And as you can see, there's only one attacking player that is making a run in the box. So already this shouldn't have been a goal because of the numbers they have here. But unfortunately, he's ball watching. He can see this guy running here. I'm not sure, unless like he's using his peripheral vision, but I don't think he really analyzes the danger that he's in. Because at this point, I would be expecting him to make a shout to number 6 to just follow him. By follow him, I mean shoulder to shoulder. Because if you follow him with a bit of space, he can still take the shot on. If you are shoulder to shoulder, like your shoulders are rubbing against each other, it's most likely you put him off. But let's watch what happens. Yeah, my laptop's a bit slow today, so forgive me for any lagging you'll see during this video. Alright, yeah, finally. Um, Maybe they want me to press this one. Yeah. So as you can see, this is what I was saying. If you're going to be marking someone, it has to be shoulder to shoulder, because if you mark them like this, you're close enough, yes, but you're not close enough to prevent them from scoring. All you can do is probably tug your shot a bit, because at this point you don't want to concede a penalty. And yeah, that's actually a very good finish. But the quality of Cancelo to find the only man that's in the box, the only attacker, because there's only one attacker in the box, you don't give Cancelo that much time. So from the defending in the box and outside of the box, Al Ittihad could have done better. Alright, so here is a cross once again, and leads to a goal. It's one of those, he jumps the highest. Simple as that. As you can see, there are people near him, but they are not close enough. Okay, they are close enough, but it's one thing. It's one of those, he fights for that ball. He jumps that high and that aggressive. Like he's jumping, he's stretching his arms out, and then he's hungry for that ball, and deservedly so. He hits it. Yes, and they don't jump as high as him. That's what I can say. This is a very smart header from Benzema. But let's move forward a bit. Alright, so this is Diaby, a left-footed player that is turning to his left side to make a cross in the box. And this is Bergwijn, and I think this, I don't know, I don't know which player is this one. Alright, so at this point here, this gap is too big, because Bergwijn can run in here undetected. And I think it's him that should be looking towards this guy to ensure that even if he runs, he does not run unchallenged. Once again, another situation where I don't know why he's pointing, because if I were him, I would be running so that I do not allow Diaby to cross the ball or take a shot, because Diaby, yeah, it's not like he's always going to be scoring from this distance, but you don't take that chance, because usually what happens, the moment you let them take that shot, they usually do end up taking the shot. You get what I mean? So you should be closer to him. You should not be pointing. Get close, prevent that cross, and then here, I think this is Koulibaly. He could do a better job at tracking the run of Bergwijn. Alright, so let me just press it again. Yeah. Alright, so look at this. He sees him, and then what he does is that he gives him even more space, because this is too much space. This is too much space. Someone can run in here in between the two center backs, and I don't know what this guy is doing. I think maybe alright, he's also worried, because you see, there's a player running into the box. So in his mind, if he does follow I mean, if let's say for example he noticed Bergwijn, if he does move back, he creates space for this guy, and Bergwijn could slip. Sorry, not, no, Diaby could slip in a ball for him, and then if he does move forward, he creates more space, but he does block the run of this guy. So Koulibaly here, this is his responsibility. He should not be letting Bergwijn run uncontested in the box. And this is a lovely cross, from Diaby, and look at that. Better defending. Koulibaly, he knows. You see the way he puts his head down, he knows that was his man. Let me just move it a bit back. And then, see, as the cross comes in, boom. And then now, let's just look at Koulibaly. That's strange. It's like, alright, yeah. Thank you. So, let's look at Koulibaly. Look at that. Okay, yeah, but you get my point. But this is too much space. And Bono makes the first save, but at that point he's hoping for his defenders, to help him out. Once again, he's running, and it's one of those situations, everyone is running forward. So most likely, even the slightest deflection can end up in your goal. So it's very dangerous defending situations like this, because again, what usually happens is, see this space here, this slide, sorry, let me use this one. What usually happens is that these guys, they'll continue running forward, right? And then what they'll do is that they'll occupy this particular space. Let me just draw a little box, yeah. So what if you're a striker or an attacking player, you hold back. You stand back, like you just hold yourself so that as they're running forward, you create space for yourself. So this, you see everyone's running forward. They are not paying attention to the person at the back of him. Koulibaly again. There's not much you could do. But you see, it's that thing where everyone is running forward. So as they're running forward, they create space in behind them in which you can, pull the ball back and boom, put it in the back of the net. Bergwijn must have been feeling himself on this one. Because look at this. Like, there's nothing much you can do. Alright, he's trying to prevent the cut back. Koulibaly, he is in no man's land. I don't blame him, because you mark him, you leave space for him. You mark him, you leave space for the other. And then if both of them still, there's Benzema here at the end. It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. But that's a good finish. That was a really good finish. Let me just push this forward a bit. They did score a goal, but it was offside, but it was just practically millimeters. Once again, you allow a person to put a cross in, boom. See, that's the dangers of a cross. It's not necessarily that they will score first time, but it could just lead to pinball, whereby the ball is bouncing and whatnot, and then such situations. But fortunately enough, it was offside, but the margins, it was offside. But I mean, look at that. Like, it's practically his chest that is offside. But, this is a good call, because this is a very difficult decision to make. Yeah, because, calling for offside is very, very hard. Alright, so what I like here, they gave him way too much space. I think this is Cancelo. He reminds me of Trent, very good attacking, defensive-wise, that's another issue on its own. So, look at this, they're running forward. At this point, it is offside. If you're in front of the ball, if you're behind the ball, it's onside. If you're behind the man, but the ball is in front of you, you're onside. But in this case, yeah, it's offside on both parts. But that just shows you the clinical movement of Benzema. Yes, he is offside, but I just like how he's always moving. He has the aspects of a poacher in him. And rightly so, it's offside. Look, he starts this move. He passes it on, right? And then what he does is that, it's also just, it's like, this time it looks like it's his head that's offside. Because look at the call here. And this is actually but is this actually offside? Could this actually be offside? I'm going to find a way if I can make this line slightly, slimmer. It is, but I think it's mainly his arm that's offside. But once again, another tight call, and in this case, kudos to VAR, because this is tight. You know what? If I was a referee, I would have given it, because it's too close to tell. But back to Benzema, see, he makes the pass, and then one thing, look at that, he ghosts. he runs in between the two defenders. He doesn't like run here because you know that they'll defend him. He runs in between the two defenders, and because of lack of communication, you just let Benzema like that. It's offside, but it just shows how he's always on the move. Now here, across, this is a corner, boom. Now this was definitely practiced on the set piece. This is definitely practice, because as you see the number 10, look at the number 10. He's blocking. If you didn't see that, hopefully this, I'm just gonna draw a bigger one. Look at this area here, and then now let me move back a bit. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let me do that. Oh, right, no, it won't work. So now this is something that has definitely been practiced on the training ground. All right, so hopefully this box will, keep number 10. Number 10, you see what he's doing? He's blocking, and then look at Benzema. He's prepping, and then what they have done is that they have taken so many men, and then what they have done here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half the team, and none of them are marking anyone. And you have left Benzema, who is in very, very hot form. You know the technical ability this man has. You've left him all alone here. No one's marking him. Because if I would especially sign a specific player just to keep an eye on Benzema, because of the problems this man can cause. The man can cause problems. The man can cause a lot of problems. Yeah. So let's now remember when I was talking about number 10, he's blocking. Look at that. Look at that. But that's a lovely finish. That is a lovely finish. Did you see that? He's blocking. Because if this man ran straight through, he would have probably gotten a block on Benzema or something. But look at this technique. Poof. That's a lovely, lovely goal. And he's enjoying it. This man is enjoying his football in Saudi Arabia. Look at that. And since it's through a crowd, Bono can't really see it. And Al-Ittihad won the Saudi Classico. Very entertaining match. There's a lot of interesting things to look on. But yeah, this was really fun to watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next match analysis.